Hello, welcome to the Omnism Spiritual Center. My name is Zachary. Today's message is talking about who are you? Not just who are you now, not just who does society see you to be. I'm wanting to know that voice inside your head, that voice that says, someday this is what I'm going to be. That voice that says, this is what makes me feel fulfilled in life. Because when we find ourselves listening to that voice and aligning with our higher calling, we start acting in accordance to our spirituality. Our spirituality means different things in different places. And the general gist of it is being fulfilled and being a servant of the universe. Serving yourself. When we sit and we ask ourselves, what is it that I want? And what is it that I need to do in this world to feel satisfied? And when I feel satisfied, how do I pass that down to others? How do I be a radiant light in this world and help and uplift others seeking the same? When we ask ourselves, what is it that I want? What we're really doing is asking the universe, what am I called to do? A lot of spirituality teachers mess this up. They say meditation is the connection to the metaphysical, the divine reality of knowing thyself. And is it? Or is it something more? Is it a daily practice aligning ourselves with who we hear our voice to be? Do we sit in meditation and ask ourselves, I've seen this in my dreams. I listen to the voice that I'm told I will become, and yet I achieve nothing towards that goal. Are we sitting in meditation like we're supposed to? Asking ourselves constantly, what's the next step? How do I achieve this? When I achieve this, how will I fulfill this universal spiritual gift and bless others? These aren't simple tasks. They're lifelong devotions. Asking any other spirituality teacher, you might be forced with the same recognition and answer. Be financially successful. Live a prosperous life. Have good health. Leave a legacy behind. But when it's all said and done, are these really the questions we need to be asking ourselves? Do we not believe in the reincarnation, the spiritual presence, the fact that we are spiritual beings living in physical bodies? If we do believe all these things, then we're left with higher answers to call. The answers as such as, who will I become in the next lifetime? What am I passing down to future generations? Am I making a difference in the world beyond what my own eyes see? These thoughts can also be answered in the collective consciousness. When I know in my heart, I'm giving all that I have every single day to the betterment of the human race. I don't need validation from others. I don't need people on the sidewalk to stop me and say they love me, to tell me thank you. I don't need that to fill my ego. My ego is already filled with the self-satisfaction that I get from the universe, that I get from my higher calling, that I get from my God. These are the things we're left to answer on. Which spiritual teachers do we listen to? Which metaphysical gods do we believe in? When we answer all of them unifyingly, we realize we're the self-center of our own universe. We realize we are the God in our own existence. And yet, we are the God in our own existence, interacting with other gods in their own existence as well. We have a choice on a day-to-day basis. Do I accept my limitations? Do I accept my fulfillments? Do I constantly strive to achieve that voice inside my head, the same voice I've dreamed about, the same voice you've dreamed about, the same voices we all hear, each of us being our own God in our own universe? Knowing the answers to these questions, we're left with meditation. We're left with manifestation. We're left with being medical, physical beings on this planet. And when we find ourselves sitting, contemplating, we have choices to accept or disregard. When we disregard, we're telling the universe what you say doesn't matter. When we accept, we're telling the universe, not only do I love this, I accept more to come. When we manifest our hopes, our dreams, our desires, chasing the dream, chasing the voice, we're being called into what the universe has asked us to be. When we're questioned with the gift, do we pass this down to others? We're left with the same thing. We're asked two choices. Is there enough to go around? Or am I capable enough to answer other people's calls? We truly need to look inside ourselves to answer the question in the mirror. Is your love language strong enough to lift somebody else up? And I'm not asking you to go to the darks and the depths, to go to the trenches, but I am asking you to lift up the people you interact with, the other gods radiating in their own universes. These are the people you need to interact with. You need to believe in them. You need to encourage them. You need to lift them up, even when they harm you, because in their world, they've done nothing wrong. They're simply trying to live in accordance with their world. When we die, we forget this. We come back to this earth, and we're indoctrinated by teachers and our parents and the system. We're told what to believe, how to feel, what to think. And when we truly ask this, the universe, for all these meaningful things, we're left with deeper answers than society can teach. Knowing the truth lies within you and lies within me. Self-reflection is often key. When we interact with one another, when we interact in groups, we always encourage everybody. We never ask what is wrong with that person. We ask, where have they been? What has their life been to show this kind of behavior, this kind of system level thinking? We ask ourselves, is there anything I can do to contribute this, or should I wish them peace and move about my way? Remember, you're not meant to fix everybody. You're meant to fix yourself. But in interacting with everybody, remember this too: do no harm. Walk with peace, love, and light. This universe is temporary. Knowing that we too are temporary.